guys, I'm Aussie Villa. Welcome to episode 112 of their Everton series. And today we have a big game against Wolves in the Carabao Cup third round as we face with the youngsters named after you guys, all the regens, of course. We're going to skip over the Huddersfield game and then we're off to Real Madrid in the Champions League to see. I mean, this is a huge game in terms of who's going to top the group. We, of course, won our first game last episode. If we can go there and get anything, then we've got to be favourites, don't we, to top the group. But before we get to any of that, let's have a look back at how we did in our game against Fulham in the Premier League. Despite dominating the game, Reina Schiffers got the only goal midway through the second half, smashing home a Luis Gustavo cross. So you can see it was a well-deserved win. We were the better team. You'll see their goalkeeper was their best player. We had more of the game, though not so much of the possession. We had the better players. It was Reina Schiffers in the end that got the goal for us. It was nervy. It was a lot more nervy than it should have been, but a big 3 points nonetheless. And if we look at the league table, we've actually dropped down to 4th behind West Ham now. Only 4 points off top, but yeah, it's relatively close at the top. So we'll see how we do there. And we can see in the Champions League that both ourselves and Real Madrid did win our first games of the group. So that is shaping up to be a real grudge match. But right now it's all about the Carabao Cup, and this is what we're expecting. Now, Wolverhampton are a decent team. They actually beat Spurs, we'll see in a second, 5-0 last time out. But we are the favourites. That's probably based on us playing our best team, not necessarily the team of youngsters. But Erik ten Hag is the manager, adventurous, standard playing style. And if we look at the analysis report here, this is how we're expecting them to play. Look at that, 5-0 against Spurs. So they're a little bit spread out, so maybe we can get sort of down the sides in the channels there, particularly down this left-hand side, our right-hand side. You can see there their passing network and their key passes, and there were lots of key passes as you'd expect in a 5-0 win. This is the team we're sending out now. We're experimenting a little bit here. I'm pigeonholing some players in, and I'm leaving some others out just to try and get the balance of the team right. So it's Michael Stevens in goal. It's Verstraete, Lunt, Turpie, and Militao as a back four. Berg as the halfback, just to kind of, we know these guys, neither of them are really good ball players, so try and get somebody in to bring the ball out of possession, out of defence for them. Hawkey and Manning go in midfield. We're going to try Hampson on the right side as a winger. I think he could do it. He's very pacey, so I'm hoping that we'll get a performance out of him there with Gabe Wilson on the left, Terry Cook up top. Yeah, let's go. So they have changed things up a little bit. Actually, now I think of it, I think that's why I'm playing with a DM, is because they're going to play like this. Learning lessons where I can here. So, yeah, I don't really know what to expect. Kung says do it for the fans. We've been on a good run lately. Let's go with the fans. Let's give the fans a performance. I'm a little bit wary of this Wolves team, but we'll just kind of see how we go here. We do have sort of strong fullbacks that we're playing when we don't really have any fullback regens anyway. The reason I'm not playing Taylor is because he's sort of more of a first team player, and I do want to try and keep him fresh for sort of league and Champions League games if I can. Yeah, I mean, we've got Toby Berg on the bench, mainly because I needed to have someone to sit in and be a ball player. So unfortunately for him, he missed out based on that alone. But we'll try and get him on in the second half here, depending on how things are going. Nice little ball there for Hawkey to run into a little bit of space. Oh, that's not a good pass from Hawkey, though. Come on, boys. A little bit more patience than that, please. They've looked to go early. Good header there from Lunt, wasn't it? That's a cracking header. Here we go now with Hawkey. It's not a good pass, mate. Little bit of patience. Little bit of patience. He's just looking for it a little bit too much, isn't he? He's forcing it. We don't need to do that. And we find ourselves on the defensive ever so slightly here. Can we win that back? No, we can't. God, what a ball that is. Was it offside? Can we be saved by the offside flag? It doesn't. Oh, can we? Maybe we can. Maybe we can. It had hints of offside about it. It was a stunning ball, though, wasn't it? I mean, it deserves a goal, to be honest. Looks like we're all coming back. It is going to be a goal. I do actually kind of want to see that pass again. This is absolutely stunning. Look at that pass. I mean, you can't do much other than just applaud that, can you? What a pass that is. We're 1-0 down, though, and that's not good. That is not what we wanted. Berg's on a booking as well, which isn't ideal. Here we go. Come on, boys. Verstraete, throw in for Berg. Back to Verstraete for Terry Cook. Who's in the middle? It's Hampson. He goes just over the bar. Just over the bar. Let's have a look at how we're playing. I wonder if we need to look to exploit the flanks here, perhaps. Let's maybe lower the tempo as well. Just maybe we're forcing it ever so slightly here. We've got work to do from defending the free kick. Lunt is there. Can Militao get onto that? He can. finds Gabe Wilson. We know Gabe's got a little bit of pace about him. Can he find a cross at the end of this? Oh, he's done it well. He's had his man for breakfast. Gabe Wilson. Oh, what a goal that would have been. What a goal that would have been. Gabe Wilson, so unlucky. But we're looking a little bit better since we've exploited the flanks and dropped the tempo a little bit. Maybe that's what we need to do just to keep possession and we're maybe trying to do things a little bit too quick for ourselves. Here we go now with Manning. He's got space to run into. Can he find a pass? It's Gabe Wilson. Manning, look at Hawkey. Look at Hawkey. He goes himself. He does find Hawkey. Can he find a pass? He can. It's Militao. A little bit of quality, please, mate. A little bit of quality. Chinks it back. It's Terry Cook. It's back post. It's Wilson. It's Owen Manning. Oh, it's off the post again. Oh, it's just not falling for us, is it? Come on, boys. Get creative here. We're doing okay. Here we go. Militao. We know we can do well from these situations. Oh, what that is. What a free kick from Eder Militao. 4th goal of the season. That was unstoppable. Top corner, top bins, upper 90, wherever you are in the world. We all have our own terms for it, but that was stunning. Look at that. There is no goalkeeper in the world. It's literally, 6 inches away from being pinpoint perfect. What a goal for Militao. That's just what he can do, isn't it? And suddenly it looks like a game that we should be winning comfortably. What a difference. That small tactical tweak. I don't want to take too much credit for myself, but come on, what a difference that has made. You could argue that I stuffed it up to start with and we should have been playing like that from word go. Maybe we wouldn't be behind. What do we say? It was disappointing. We've been unlucky so far. It has not been the best, has it? All right, let's be aggressive. We're far from pleased, boys. Let's just tell Mr. Berg to watch his step here. We don't need him getting sent off. What we could do is Hawkey's not a bad ball player. We could look to drop him back in there and then bring on either Tom Davies or Toby Berg in midfield. A little bit more of an advanced role. But we'll see. We'll just kind of see. Oh, Militao, is he going to get sent off for that? Is he? No, it's just a trip. It looked like he just kicked through the back of him, but it's okay. To be honest, after that free kick, he almost earned himself a red card, doesn't he? All right, Terry Cook is not working out up front. Given what we've got with Hampson out left, I'm wondering if we maybe switch those two around. Just see if we get a little bit more out of Terry Cook on the left and Hampson up top. Hampson's done well there to find Verstraete. Can he get a good ball in? It's not really there. Manning. Oh, he heads it down for Aaron Hampson. Gets his goal. Aaron Hampson, a good header. An intelligent header from Owen Manning as well to find him in space. First goal of the year for Hampson. And we're 2-1 up. We've turned it around, which is absolutely sensationally done, boys. Verstraete, good bring down there. Good cross in. It's headed away. But look at this from Manning. That's just intelligent. Hampson didn't have to move. Just swung his boot at it. And it's 2-1. Really, really good. I'm really happy with that goal. Just simple things done well. That's all you need sometimes. All right, you know what we're going to do here? It's not working out for Cook up front. We're going to just give him a chance to play on the right, and if not, Rainer Schiffers can play on the right. So we might make that change. Here we go, Gabe Wilson with the corner. Ball in for Turpie. Shoved it over or wide, or perhaps both. A little bit unlucky there. Turpie back for Stevens. Ball forward for Lunt. It's not a good pass. It's sold Lunt horribly short. And are we going to pay the price for that? Oh, it's off the bar. There must be magnets in this goal because we hit it, 2 or 3 times in the first half and they've hit it now as well. Work to do here though, defending the corner. Come on, boys. Away. It is away by Sander Berg. Chamberlain's going to pick it up. Goes back out to the corner taker. Ball's back into the box. Turpie wins the header and that ends that highlight. Yeah, Terry Cook just not happening today for him. You will notice we do have a new face on the bench. This Chris Conway, another of the youngsters at the club. He's a promising midfielder, so we're going to try and give him game time where we can. This game's a little bit too close for that, though. I am wondering if we bring Davies on maybe for Manning. He's a little bit more defensively minded. Manning's had a good game, don't get me wrong, but he's more of an attacking midfielder striker than someone who sits that deep. Here we go again with Militao. Oh, I tell you what, I thought that was going in as well. So we've made some changes. Let's tell him to demand a bit more. We've got a corner here. Gabe Wilson knocks it in. Sander Berg's there. It's off the post. It's gone in off the back of the goalkeeper. It's going to be an own goal. It's unfortunate for the goalkeeper. It's unfortunate for Sander Berg as well, who doesn't get many goals. But at 3-1 now, that should be that. It's been a decent enough performance. We've responded really well to going behind. It's unlucky for everybody, isn't it? Berg wants the goal. Areola doesn't. You could say things went tits up there, couldn't you? But that joke's been made a million times about Areola. So let's take off Sander Berg now. We're protecting him from the booking. We'll bring Hawkey, drop Hawkey back, bring Toby Berg on. And this should be us in the hat for the next round. And that is what we like to see. It's not going to make a difference now. There's 45 seconds to go. Hawkey gets it clear. Verstraete completes the clearance. And when you're ready, referee, I think we've had enough here. We've got the game against Huddersfield coming up next. We will obviously be favouring the Real Madrid game, but already being 4 points behind Manchester City, we've still got to put out a relatively strong team for that because we can't afford to be dropping points to silly teams like that, let's say. Come on, boys. Come on, referee. This game's done. Oh, you okay there? Ellie, I think, wants to leave. Okay, bye, Eloise. And there we go. Good, solid win. We're in the hat for the next round. And I'll tell you what, that was a good performance against a Premier League team. Well, we just saw they were decent, didn't we? Well done, lads. Good win. On we go. So there we go. Everton win in the EFL Cup third round. We hammer Wolves. Militao, that free kick, that was just something else, wasn't it? He's a really, really good player, Militao. It's meeting to run its course. Just get out. Abort. Guys, wait right there. I'll play through Huddersfield, as I said, and then we'll be back for our trip to the Bernabeu. Okay, welcome back. It is time to face Real Madrid in the Champions League. You can see we are the favourites for this one, which is good. But before we get to this, let's go and have a look and see how we did against Huddersfield in the league. Ademola Lookman opened the scoring with a tremendous strike from the edge of the area. He doubled his tally minutes later, heading in a Milo cross. And Sergio Gomez rounded off the scoring, smashing home from the D. So we go, it looks like a comfortable 3-0 win. They did go down to 10 men later on. Jack Grealish got a second booking. Lookman with a double, Gomez with a goal as well. Good goals in the game as well, to be honest. But it was a really, really open game. The match stats don't really tell a full story. It looks like it was kind of comfortable because we did have a lot of space to attack into, but they were going at us as well. The highlights were not as one-sided as you would perhaps think by looking at sort of how the match ended up. What that all means for the league table is we go up to second. Liverpool dropped points. They drew West Ham. That opening day loss to West Ham is increasingly looking less bad, I guess. The loss to Aston Villa is just unexcusable, really. But yeah, things are looking up okay in the league. Now, let's have a look here at what we're up against in Real Madrid. Now, Zidane is still the manager. They're a balanced, standard playing style. Zidane has just come back. Hasn't been there the whole time. And what we're expecting from them in the analysis report, we're not expecting them to play like that. We're expecting them to come out at us more like this. Now we can see here, that's their positional heat map. A little bit narrow perhaps. They like to pass it out from the back. Key passes are there. So all that bearing in mind, this is the team that we are sending out. We're going as pretty much full strength, certainly as far as fitness allows. So it's Lafont in goal. It's Verstraete, Stark, Felipe, and Militao as a back four. Zamora and Canente go in midfield. Bouvier's Vlasic and Richarlison in behind Schweinsteiger up top. Rafinha played against Huddersfield. He's working his way back to match fitness. He's not really fit for this one. Otherwise, it's pretty much full strength. You could maybe make a case for Havertz, but to be honest, he hasn't started the season very well. So I'm not even convinced that he gets in ahead of Vlasic right now. In any case, I expect to pick up where they left off. Go out there and impress me, boys. Go out there and impress me. This, of course, is the biggest of big stages, isn't it? Real Madrid is probably, maybe Barcelona's bigger. But I think when you take everything into account, I think Real Madrid historically is probably the bigger game, isn't it? Anyway, let me know what you think. I that's sort of my. So now in real life, maybe not. Barcelona's, I think, is probably the better team. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's a big game. is the takeaway from that rambling of mine there. Let's early work to do here from the corner. Let's see if we can get this away, please. Lafont's there. Punch is clear. Good punch. But the danger has not been fully cleared. Is the highlight going to end here? Can we nick it maybe? No, it doesn't look like we can. It's coming back at us. A little bit too much space out there for Isco. We haven't picked him up, but it's a weak shot. And Lafont is there to claim. And that will hopefully give us a chance now to, touch the football. Let's give it a get creative. See what we can do here. I did toy with the idea of sort of matching them up, going in there with the DM. Given that it's away from home. I think had they been a passing team, I may have done that. But the way that they're kind of set up, I went against it. That was a really good run, and I tell you what, we've done well to nick that in the end there. Lyon's taking the lead at home to Moscow. You would expect that. Vlasic is running into opposition players. We know he has a bit of a habit of doing that, to be honest. We might just need to tell him to calm down a little bit here. I'm wondering if we're doing things a little bit too quickly. We're not. The tempo can't really drop it much off the matter. We'll just be standing still, won't we? Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get a block in here somewhere. It's a good shot from Golovin. Jesus, that was... I'd like to see the speed on that thing. That is not good, though. Let's show some passion. We found ourselves behind here, and I don't really want to see that again, if I'm honest. Come on, boys. Come on. Need to respond to that in a much better way. Let's maybe exploit the flanks a little bit. Let's maybe raise the tempo. Let's try that as well. Let's give it a get creative. We haven't seen much. Here we go. Ken Militao. A little bit of magic from Militao. Oh, I thought it was in again. He's the best free kick taker in world football at the moment. I'm absolutely convinced of that. He is just... It's almost like a penalty. Reminds me of... What was that? Who was that Serbian or Yugoslavian back in the day? He played for Lazio for ages. Mihajlovic or something, and he was the same. It's just like a free kick anywhere around the penalty area was as good as a penalty. He just seemed to just slot them home for fun. That's not been a good first half. We haven't played well. Needless to say, they haven't impressed me. And it's going to be an aggressive what the hell, boys. That seems to have fired them up. We're very inconsistent right now, aren't we? We just seem to have games in us where we just don't look like we know what a football is. Usually it's when we play the second string, not the first string. Vlasic, you could see what he was trying to do. Just wasn't the space there for that ball to get through, though. Let's wait and see what happens with this highlight. That's outside the box, ref. I mean, it's arguably a dive and not a foul in any case, but it's outside the box. 4-0 now. Olympic Lyon is destroying Spartak Moscow. This is a penalty on storming out. There was no way that was inside the box. So let's see, is it going to be a penalty? It happened outside the box? Of course it did. And let's hope now we can defend this free kick. What we don't want to do is go 2-0 down early on in this second half. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. Let's go attacking. Bouvier's having a poor day, as is Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger I'm willing to put down to the fact that you don't think he's touched the ball yet. But... it can be missed passes, things that we're not seeing on highlights. There's a good ball for Bouvier. Can he square it back? He can. It's Schweinsteiger, and there it is. That's 1-1. It's 1-1, and that's why we don't take Schweinsteiger off, because he just is he reminds me of Van Nistelrooy back in the day, one for the kids. He just puts things away. If you give him a chance, he will put it in the back of the net. It was a good ball, wasn't it, from Zamora to pick out the run of Bouvier. Good first touch to kill it, and Schweinsteiger's not missing that. Excellent finish. Goalkeeper's helpless, and that is 1-1. All right, can we go on from here now, please, boys? Richarlison's picked up a bit of a knock. We might have to take him off. But the fact that it's on the left, I'm going to bring Gomez on. Rafinha's not the best on the left in any case. I don't want to risk an injury because he is just coming back. So I think we might do that. Can we nick that? No, we can't. Put a bit of pressure on him here, boys. Come on. I'm wondering if we should maybe go off attacking. Let's just go back to positive. A draw here isn't the worst result for us. We're going to have to make sure we hang on to a draw. We've got a little bit too much space. We've let Isco in again. And we go back to attacking because we can't defend. That was really, really poor. Is it harsh to say we sucked at fullback this year? It's Militao, I think, isn't it? Who has been pretty good, but more going forward. He's just let Isco run in behind him. And, I mean, the goalkeeper can't do much about that. He was just sold up the river, wasn't he? You've got to do better than that defensively, Militao. All right, come on. Let's win this, please. Militao's there. He does win that head up. Come on. Oh, too much space, edge of the area again. Too much space, edge of the area again. And we've fallen asleep. And this is absolutely infuriating now. Let's get stuck in. Let's maybe close up the lines a little bit. Let's counter press. And let's be more expressive. We started the second half so well, and then we've fallen asleep twice. I don't want to see that again. It's making me angry. It's making me angry, guys. Again, the fullbacks are not playing well, and it's the two that have been playing well this time. It's not Milo and Gustavo. Here we go with Vlasic. Can he get a good ball in? It's there. It's back post. It's Sergio Gomez. He's snuck into there. Fullback the ball asleep as well. He's snuck in at the back post, and that is excellent, excellent stuff. Let's demand more. A good ball from Vlasic, and I didn't think he was going to get there. I don't know. He's got his invisibility cloak on or something. Their fullback has just gone absolutely on walkabout. Their centre-back's tried to cover. The goalkeeper's completely confused. And it's 3-2, and suddenly it's game back on here. We're going to take Verstrate off. He's not having a good day. Maybe we'll get something out of Gustavo in this particular game. Zamora's not having the best game either, but we'll leave that for now. We only have one sub left, and I don't want to find ourselves down to 10 men here if we can at all help it. Let's get creative. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's go win this thing. Well, not win it. Let's go get a draw out of this thing. Can we get one more shout in, a push forward? Come on, boys. Come on. We've got 6 minutes here. 7-1 Olympic Lyon. This is a proper highlight. There's 6 minutes of added on time. We're only 3 minutes into it. Vladzic can't quite bring that down. Can we go and nick this? Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, it's a long ball over there. I get the feeling unless we can get a counter-attack here. Stark gets the header in. We brought it down with Vladzic. He goes early. Schweinsteiger's in. Come on, Schweinsteiger! Schweinsteiger! Makes it 3-3 in the 4th minute of stoppage time. Let's just go back to balanced. Let's tell them to concentrate. We can't tell them to concentrate. What a counter-attack it was. It was a fantastic ball from Vladzic. And once Schweinsteiger gets in, he's quick. It's just a matter of can he finish and can he ever. Look at that. 3-3. We've come back from the dead. Excellent stuff, boys. Dare we dream of a win. I tell you what, I'm happy with a draw. I'm happy with a draw. Just put it over the top. Put it over the top. Blow it up, referee. Blow it up, referee. It's a... Oh, go and win it. No. We go 3-3 in the end. I think we just about have to take that, don't we? We look at that. 3 minutes of madness in the second half has cost us a win there. But, as I said, we'll take that. We've done brilliantly to come back and salvage a draw. Goals galore is Everton and Real Madrid draw. Richarlison's injury, it's not too serious, so that's fine. A bit of money in the bank. Vladzic with these 2 assists was quite magnificent. So, well done to him. But that's a big result. Because that's Real Madrid away taken care of, and we've got a point out of that. So that, I think, just about put us in the box seat. You can see the Carabao Cup, the next round we got drawn at home to Manchester United, which isn't going to be easy. But that is, I think, going to be next episode. Guys, what we'll do is we'll come back for Spurs, who are really, really struggling in the league away from home. And then we'll finish off with Manchester United at home in the Carabao Cup with the youngsters named after you guys. We'll go with a similar-ish kind of team to the one we put out against Wolves, I think, and hope for the best there. But guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Let me know what you think of the games in the comments. I think we did okay in the end against Real Madrid. Yeah, it's not a bad point on the road, is it? I'll be back next time for those 2 games, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.